is your friend, the Todd Father. This is our next episode of Man, We're Too Old for This. This week we'll be talking about House of X and Powers of 10 number 2. And we'll be talking about a few little Star Wars rumors going around the internet this week. I'll be joined as usual by my normal cast, Tarky, the experienced some call Jason at CDL 113. Catch us later. As in, right now.
So Mora seems real obsessed with Earth for some reason in all her reincarnations. That's the big takeaway I got from Chapter 2, or Issue 2.
Yeah, she's really concerned with the survival of the people.
Yeah, but like, you can survive and not be on Earth.
Yeah, once you're still at the level of tech they're dealing with.
No offense, you get far enough past Earth, yeah, they can do all the mutant hating they want in this one little section of space. You have a sustainable population, and you are the best geneticist when it comes to mutants in existence.
They could leave.
You leave. You go away.
And it's not like there aren't mutants that can't manipulate atmospheres.
Who's that woman that she's like an interstellar pop star? Because
Lala Cheney.
Yeah, because she can teleport interstellar distances. So,
And she has her own world.
The trick is,
that'd be a good place for some mutants to move.
Yep.
Trick is that's probably them looking at it like, you're not going to run me away from my home.
Quite possibly. But when you're faced with actual extinction to the point that you got in the near future, when you've got like 6 mutants in the solar system, sometimes you got to take that L at least for a little while.
And my big thing is, she has multiple reincarnations. She has seen herself fail enough times. You're kind of coming. She's really coming at it with horse blinders on.
By the same token, in Power of X, you're jumping ahead 100 years. And in most of her incarnations, that she was only living to like 70. I think there was an exception or two.
Yeah. And like I said, that's still one of those kind of things when you go, okay, if you went, I'm gonna take all black people, we're gonna go to Jupiter. You know how damn hard it'd be to get all of us gone?
Mm-hmm. But how hard would it be to get a viable population going?
The trick is, though, you get the impression that they kind of did the whole, well, there's some of us here, some of us here, some of us
There
here.
were a couple spots in the Shi'ar Empire.
And it still didn't work. It's still down to like 8 of them. So,
well, the 8 of them were in the solar system on asteroid M, and then you had a couple of thousand in other spots in the Shi'ar Empire.
but when you come from millions, having a couple of thousand left,
It means you waited too long.
or it didn't work. It's completely possible that it didn't work.
Well, the thing is, if you've got, sentient AI by that point, like Nimrod, if you've got variations of him that they launch out into the stratosphere and solar systems, they can hunt you down.
They have a mother mold.
Yeah.
And the mother mold creates other master molds, which is going to create tons of damn Sentinels. And if their thing is exterminate mutants, okay, we left them with here.
If you've set up in somebody else's empire, and those Sentinels start blowing into somebody else's empire, human Sentinels are stout. Kree Sentinels would be stouter. Just based on the level of technology dealing with, they ought to be stouter.
The thing is also, like, once you've got enough distance from Earth, you're gonna hit alien civilizations before you hit where the mutants ran to.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is,
it's be a good distance.
let's face it, humanity. It's always the thing of humanity's fighting amongst themselves until something truly strange shows up. Yeah, they'd start shooting off and go, "Ho! We run into a nihilist as the human race. Well, hold on, we need to deal with this first. Hold on, we need to." There are enough things you could put in the. It appears as though there are enough things you could put in the way.
But that's kind of all the X books is. They get a kind of a tunnel vision focus on mutancy without dealing with any of the other strange stuff in the world. That if you start going into the future, all this other weirdness that exists in that world is going to start becoming an issue.
Well, like, if you roll back a little bit, like Days of Future Past, the Sentinels had killed off, superheroes.
They went after everybody.
They went after everybody. And once you start having a mother mold crank out master molds, which are cranking out more Sentinels, at some point they're going to be looking at normal superheroes as, a mutation.
And
what it was in Days of Future Past was the regular heroes had basically gone, this is some BS, and were fighting with the mutants. That's what had the Sentinels go after them in that.
And the thing is, Days of Future Past, it was anybody that wasn't baseline human.
Yeah.
You know, because you still had those people that, you know, when they had the scarlet letters, M was the worst. You had ones that carried the potential for mutancy that weren't allowed to breed, and then you had baseline humans. Baseline humans were the only thing that were kind of free by that point. Because that's the thing, what you're seeing in Hickman's run is you got AI coming. And that's the real victor of all that is, not humans,
Yeah,
not
the whole
mutants.
rise of the machines.
It's the machines. The machines basically went, all of you screwed up. So we take it over. Truthfully, I'm waiting for it. The machines are very Ultron, it seems.
Yeah.
I'm truthfully wondering, is he going to pop up somewhere?
That'd be a nice
fit.
twist.
He would fit. Yeah.
Because technically he is a mutant. If you think about it in terms of the way he keeps.
Well, technically, so are the Sentinels. They have gotten rid of Sentinels since the second time they popped up by basically going, you're mutants. You're
Program
not.
has changed as
Yep.
every day.
Yep. You evolve, hit your mutant, bye.
Which doesn't really fit the scientific term where it's genetics speaking. But it only matters how you define it in the Sentinels programming.
Yep.
I also like how this is brought to me in a hilarious way of going, oh, I know exactly what the storyline is now, because I've seen it before in manga. Because right now the big thing in manga is reincarnation stories. They're huge right now, so as soon as I saw Moira, I'm like, oh, hey, it's one of these.
Yeah. Like I said, the thing that kind of glommed for me where I went from, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not, to like, oh, okay, that's kind of slick. He truly did a hard reboot of the X-Men, and you could say the universe, because there's a whole lot of stuff that didn't happen. I thought that was kind of neat.
Which long term probably means this is going to be another Age of Apocalypse style story.
Which I don't have a problem with either.
This is going to wrap up bad, and then you may have more in 616 trying something else.
Yeah. Like I said, he's got dangling plot threads, and the trick with Hickman is, the thing that I like about him is he's a long-term writer like Claremont, and issue 2, we still know what the fuck going on.
Yeah. Thus far, I'm
and
enjoying the story.
And at the end of this,
The question is,
miniseries,
will he give a wrap up that makes sense?
Yeah. He hadn't been bad. His run on Avengers was long as hell. The whole incursion thing was Hickman. Black Panther becoming King of the Dead was Hickman. He gives you a decent story.
Yeah, I think about it, he kind of wheedled those together pretty well.
Yeah, he's a good writer. Like I said, my initial problem with the book was I don't know why the X-Men are acting like this. Because I was looking at it as it's a continuation in some form, and I'm like, well, that ain't, these characters aren't acting right at all. That makes sense.
But you basically got, at the very beginning of their careers, they were shown that all of their dreams were going to accomplish nothing.
Yep.
That's going to be some life-changing.
Yeah.
Some life-changing information that just dumped in your lap.
So it kind of puts a twist on the thing where they are going into it knowing that nothing that we had planned worked. We ended up dead. Well, yeah, if I went into something knowing that everything that was baseline me was going to end up with me dead, I'm going to be a different person.
You go, man, Ray Lemmy's gonna die? Well, let's see if Wackadoo me lives.
Yeah,
Basically.
Yeah.
Which is also what, oddly enough, you never given enough information to know if First Life Moira, what happened to mutants in that line.
that's true.
Because you
she
just
lived
get
a
told
normal- yeah,
she lived a normal life.
She lived a normal human life.
Well, you're also told about her with the Brotherhood section when she's doing a lot of genetic work. Yeah, if you die before your power activates, you'll just be dead normally. which means some point in her standard life, it activated. But Sentinels never came after her in that life.
That's true.
Sentinels never detected her in any of those lives.
Right. But in all the lives you've seen, Sentinels got crazy powerful. Except that one.
That's true.
Except the one where she did nothing. The one she did nothing, Sentinels
true.
never
They
went
could-
crazy.
Well, that you know of. They could go the whole Greek tragedy route where, you know, it's really her interfering that keeps causing this.
That's true. And you have to remember, if, let's say, that her first life ran the normal X-Men's kind of storyline, Days of Future Past, the whole point of it was the Sentinels took over America. Because that was the thing, is they were trying to take out the Sentinels before the rest of the world and nuke the living hell out of America to keep the Sentinels from spreading. She was in Scotland.
Yeah.
And you get maybe Wide Awake didn't get reached that far. So she lived a normal human life, that was it.
And as far as the 100 years in the future, so forth and so forth, well, she only went 72, so she wouldn't have a clue how it all actually wrapped up.
Except in the Apocalypse line.
Yeah.
I loved just that walk of, she's treating life like a dating sim at that point of going, I've picked you once, didn't work out. Picked you, didn't work out. Let's try you, Crazy War Man. Let's go Crazy War Man with this one.
In the splash panel where, you know, they're, I'm like, it's not a version of Mora I think I've ever seen, you know.
And she's doing that shit with a smile on her face.
If I'm gonna die with a smile on my face.
That's the thing.
Taking you with me.
It's her whole thing is trying to come up with something where, my people survive.
Yeah.
It ain't working.
At that point, she's literally in the phase of I'm just throwing crap against the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. Because that's what I like about the start of Powers of 10. It's her and Professor X going to Magneto.
Yeah.
And, they're like, well, we never got along. You're going to get along this time. Open up your mind. Well, what if it's some trick to defeat me? It's not, for once.
Yeah,
Trust
trust
me. And he opens up and it's like, why? And he sees all the different realities. Like, man, all my dreams was just crap. And she's like, yep. And Chuck's like, yep, my dream, crap. Your dream, crap. We're going to have unite dreams or something because this ain't working.
Everything crashes and burns.
Yeah. And it's kind of neat to go, to actually go to Apocalypse is like, and he's like, yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, this ain't gonna work.
When I read that issue, it was like the old expression of, insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's what popped into my mind when I read that. I'm thinking, oh, she's decided to go the opposite route.
You're gonna try
Scientific method. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. No? Okay, let's try this.
Now, as a fan of the old Guardians of the Galaxy book, both from the 90s and Dad's old ones from the 60s or 70s, whatever it was, one problem I have with those kind of storylines is every other possible future outside of the actual X book that you see in Marvel, mutants die off naturally. You had this big explosion of them because all the atomic testing, and then they just gradually, even in the Guardians book, when all the mutants basically took your idea and they migrated to a world, that 1,000 years later when the Guardians find them, you've got 7 mutants on the planet. A planet of a couple 100,000, you've got 7 mutants running the planet. Everybody else is baseline human.
But they didn't die to Sentinels.
No, they did not.
Yep.
Points to me.
Yeah.
No, the plan worked. Your descendants are still alive. I'm just saying the whole, there's a mutant explosion or, from a historical standpoint, mutants are not a long-term problem.
No.
The trick is, nobody currently knows that.
Yeah, let's bring up old crap.
Well, no. Now you're talking about the bringing up
The
old
characters
crap.
don't know that.
If you are current day, oh crap, there are tons of these damn things popping
Yeah,
up.
fair
And, they don't know, 2,000 years from now, they won't be a problem anymore. But they go, and I don't give a shit because I got to deal with them. That little girl's power erupted in class and exploded and half the town's gone. That's a now problem.
Yeah.
The short-term
I mean, from
problem.
the standpoint of the writing, though,
Let's see.
it's bothered me that nobody pays attention to what else is written in the setting.
My thing has always been in like the 616 universe with mutants. Oh, we've got to get rid of them. We've got to get rid of them. I'm like, have you not paid attention to how the government handles things? Wait, that's a potential weapon. let's recruit that, or let's buy that, or hey, that's our
Let's take
property.
these psychotic, animalistic ones and soup them up even more. Oh wait, they got loose. Who knew that was going to happen?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's happened to every X-weapon we've done. Yeah, well,
My other thing is just like, from the standpoint of look at what else is in this universe, mutants are really kind of like a mid-tier problem.
Yeah, most of them are not like alpha, like omega level. Most of them
Like-
are like,
You've got a couple
Omega
mutants you keep on a list of like, these. Watch out for these crazy motherfuckers. Also, like, there's Thor and Loki. Like, those are...
and there's a race of them MFers.
Yeah, it's like, we got bigger fish that we don't have to fry, but we gotta know
But
what's
see,
happening.
that was the thing. In from the storyline standpoint, Thor and Loki are less because you see Thor, you see Loki. One, they don't believe in gods, for one. Yeah, it's just a really powerful some bitch like Wonder Man or something flying around. You got a problem because you got powered something. Period. But the trick with mutants is they erupt. That's usually the thing that they use to worry the living hell out of everybody, is because you go along minding your own business, all of a sudden everything that you look at explodes. In Scott's case, that's just it. All of a sudden you got a force beam blasting out of his eyes, destroying everything in his field of vision. When you do that in class,
Yeah.
that's a problem. You do that at a football game, that's a problem. The eruption is scary. Now, if you want to talk about it from the writing standpoint, it's racism. It's supposed to make sense.
Yeah.
That was literally a question one time. Why the hell why is the thing the idol of millions, and he's a giant rock monster, and everybody's scared of Jubilee?
Yeah.
It's racism. It's not supposed to
Yeah.
make cognitive sense.
it's the scary fact that a little girl might have the power to turn solid objects into liquid. Just
Yeah.
like that.
It's the
Where
unknown
he's a big, rock monster looking thing, but he's like, hey, I'm a hero. I'm not going to hurt you.
That's still trying to make sense of it a little bit.
Yeah, but that's
One thing I would have to say, kind of critical, and like I said, I'm enjoying the story so far, but I am so tired, and they've been doing it since Days of Future Past, and everything's been copied up from the Heroes TV show to what have you. I am so tired. We found out a dark future, we gotta do something about it. How many times are you going to do that story? I mean, Hickman's taking an interesting take on it, but I'm just kind of sick of that style of story.
I'm not sick of it in X-Men because it's their baby. The stopping the Days of Future Past has been a recurring problem from X-Men since Days of Future Past. You are going to have a future where you are enslaved and exterminated. That becomes a fucking problem.
Yeah, for the X-Men, it makes sense.
Story-wise, it's been an ever-present problem.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, knockoffs, other comics have done it. John Byrne's and X-Men, that was the entire plot of the series. Tomorrow People. Every season of Heroes was the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Except those were poorly told stories.
I mean, like, I'm tired of the aspect of every future sucks. I'm tired of that aspect.
Mhm.
I like when story is like, no, there's a good future. We're just trying to fix this patch here where it sucks.
There's a series of superhero novels I read that's the gist. There's a golden age coming. This time traveling guy split in two for some reason. His powers activated, and both of them travel around. They know there's this golden age coming. The trick is there's only about 1 billion humans when we get there. So you had this massive die-off in between, and the conflict in the first book is essentially around these two time travelers and their different methods. One of them is trying to kind of convince the governments to kind of work together, and one of them's like, no, we need a tyrant. Tyrants suck. The human race can survive another tyrant. So he's doing one of them's doing terrorist acts to try to basically topple democracy and get you a centralized, one person on top, because with one person in charge and a lack of bureaucracy, you can react to things quicker. And you had things like, vampire plagues coming, and some mad geneticists releasing kaiju. You had some bad crap coming in the future.
Like I said, I don't mind the thing. I kind of like reading the thing where, it's like human mutants is the big problem of it's the problem. And you have the benefit of being able to look and go, you really need to be smashing your toaster.
Yeah.
You worry about the other people. You need to be busting up the internet as quickly as you can. And
Well, the trick is how many alien invasions have they had to repel? Mutants are weird, but they're still basically human. As opposed to you have, a ton of Skrulls.
Most of them are still basically human. Glob is glob.
Fair enough.
Glob.
But then you have, the Skrulls show up, or the Phalanx show up, or,
And like I said, that's one of the things of the Marvel Universe that if you do that, yeah, that makes sense. You got shit to worry about. But once you have to go into it going, it's not supposed to make sense.
yeah.
If you look at that, Hulk is a damn bigger problem than just about every damn mutant you name. Because Hulk's going to show up and wreck shit, and hell, depending on the personality. Maybe, you have got futures where he does take over the world.
Mm-hmm. On an individual basis, Storm Magneto would be a bigger issue as far as sheer amount of collateral damage.
Until you have Worldbreaker that busts up your planet and explodes. Worldbreaker's
Yeah, when you
footsteps.
start going into the Goku,
Yeah.
just so OP
Yeah.
that it's like you just turn him into Golden Age Superman or whatever. Which is basically what Worldbreaker was.
Yeah. But that's
We've gone into a power spiral and
that's a thing. Well, when you deal with something that goes, well, what's your upper power limit?
Don't have one.
I don't have one. It's only how pissed off I am. So,
That's when you develop the sleep forever pill. Here, take this.
well, it's where they developed to shoot him off into another planet pill. Some bitch came back, trained in how to fight.
they dropped him off in other dimensions and he came back.
Yeah.
Crossroads, reality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the other
great.
dimension. Yeah, that's,
Dropped him into the microverse.
yeah, they put Hulk all kinds of places going, yeah, we finally got rid of him. Then he shows back up. Shit. And when he shows up, he
Really all they need is lock Banner up somewhere with a lot of marijuana. He ain't going to get too upset.
He'll get hungry.
But that's a
But you
dealable problem.
keep supplies of, here, all the chips you can eat.
Hulk
Banner's
likes
well, he's
beans.
about 300 pounds now, but he's mellow.
He's chill as hell. What is a lot of weed?
We put THC in all of his food too.
I never think about somebody that smokes. Oh, he doesn't smoke it. We pump it into the air.
Rick Jones smokes it. He's just getting a shotgun.
Jones' entire job is go.
When Rick gets tired, we get Snoop in here.
Oh. I don't know if we can call Happy Fun Time Nimrod anymore.
Yeah.
He was not nice.
Well, he apologized. He didn't change his niceness about it, but
He was cordial as he disintegrated them bastards for no real
And
good
then
He
he
called
picked
that
up
man
his
a liar,
skull and
though.
had a Macbeth moment with him. That's what I liked about that scene. It was like, last poor year, that's what went through my head when he picked
I'm
up
going
the
to tell
skull.
you anyway. Oh, Nimrod ain't right in the head. Okay.
Well,
That explains why floating head Nimrod later is like, yeah, I feel bad about some things I did. You should.
You did some bad. You did.
You're
some
doing
bad.
the evil mastermind mistake number 1 or 2 or whatever it was. To whacking your own henchmen for no reason.
Are you tired? Well, I'm not a little. That's when you sit there go, oh, and that's when he fucked up. Yep. When she starts going, I'm not tired of that. What the hell? Zap.
Simple answer of, no sir.
Should have made your robots. My mistake.
Yeah. He was still happy fun time Nimrod. He sat there.
Yeah,
You conversed with them after they were dead. The fact that they couldn't answer back, not
It's all
not his
about.
problem.
Well, then he's just monologuing to an empty room. Like, okay.
Well, happy fun time Nimrod may be crazy.
I suspect.
I don't think there's a maybe to it. I think he is.
I did like the whole thing. Well, I'm not even gonna lie to you because I could lie to you. You know that, right?
I know you think I can't, but I consider it a lie to you all day for just the pleasure of it.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm going to deny myself the pleasure of telling you a tall tale. Unfortunately, they were dead by that point.
Well, they weren't dead by the point he was explaining it, only by the point that he was.
Well, by the time he basically says that line where he was like the truth and deny myself the pleasure. Yeah, he was talking to Haskell. He told him.
See, I thought that was when they. I was thinking that was when they first walked in that he said that.
Yeah. When they first walk in, they're standing there, and one guy made a sound or didn't answer right away. He goes, "Are you tired?" A little bit, sir. You know.
No. He smarted off.
Yeah,
He
he
looked and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. It's been a rough day, and I'm just tired."
Yeah.
And
And
that's
then he
what
looked
he
at
said.
the other one. He goes, "Are you tired?"
No. I don't believe you. Which means don't lie to Nimrod.
Also, don't tell Nimrod the truth. I'm just a little tired.
Don't speak to Nimrod. You'll be found in Nimrod's presence.
Don't catch Nimrod's eye. What did you do? Oh shit! What happened? Nimrod's looking at it.
Now, one thing I did like when Xavier and Magneto were explaining to Scott about the mother mold. So Scott's like, oh, so it's a next generation of Sentinel. Well, they're already adapted. We think this is when Nimrod becomes active. Oh, crap.
Yeah. But did you catch in the drawing the little dots around Xavier's head, and then when you see Scott again, he's got the little thing, so it's like he's messing with Scott's head right there in front of me. Magneto's got the helmet on. He can't do it, but like, okay, what did you just do to Scott?
I also noticed that the weird Cthulhu-looking guy apparently is Cypher combined with Krakoa.
Yeah.
Or it's just Krakoa and he's got access to everybody he can talk to.
Well, he flat out says that was Cypher. That he had inhabited that body because that body had connected with him.
No.
It was like the consciousness in it, the original consciousness is long since gone, but I'm still growing alive. So he was quite, still pleased that he had a little grossed out ass body.
But if you need to decipher computer code stuff, Cypher's power is
Yeah, because that was his thing. I can talk to anything. Go you. Wolverine is still one of the oldest motherfuckers. Surely he really should have been one of them that you figured if you had any kind of real war, he probably would have made it out. Wolverine's front line.
Yeah.
He's usually the first Joker to run toward everything. He's the one that got punched into space before. So.
Yeah.
But with that coalition, you start to wonder how much of. I know it's basically, well, they erased it all the way back to Grant Morrison's run, but hell, when you see this one, hell, that X-Men never should have taken place, because that's something that was. Hell, that was a mutant coalition, it looks like, from Jump.
Yeah.
I don't know, at that point, I don't know if Marvel have you already had the X-Men, you already had that conflict, because I know that was Magneto in that period where his base was the Bermuda Triangle. So that's, hell, that's in and around the time, if you go back and read the books, they had just got done with the Brood. Because Illyana, she ends up in limbo when they were on Magneto's Bermuda Island base. Carol Danvers was with them. I think that's right before she was hanging with the X-Men. I take that lie back. They hadn't fought the Brood yet.
Because it was when Starjammers come to Earth to
Yeah.
help them, that she
Yeah.
goes off
Yeah.
in space with them.
And then the Brood experiment on her, and that's how she gets the binary power. So that's 80s-ish.
Yeah, 80s.
There somewhere. So yeah, and you've had conflict between the two because Magneto's not really trusting him. So, like I said, that's been kind of fun. Is trying to figure out, okay, what the hell's going on?
Where exactly things been changing.
Where the hell is this actually fitting in? And another thing that Hickman doing this that I give him bad points for, it erased A versus X. God, I hated that damn story. I completely hated it. There was nothing that came out of A versus X that was worth shit. The death of Xavier, the Phoenix Five, the dissolution of Storm, and Black Panther's marriage. Nothing came out. Nothing good came out of A versus X. The Juggaleasus, all that shit. Please scrub that shit up. My only problem with it is does not get rid of Morrison, and Morrison's run was crap. I don't care who like Grant Morrison's run of X-Men. That run of X-Men was pure garbage. You know, when you've had Beak, you know, that's the Beak,
Yeah.
Angel,
The fly.
yeah, Angel. That was a name, but yeah, she had fly power. I was waiting for her to call her Fly Girl. I was sitting there going, I know they're gonna call her Fly Girl. I know they're gonna call her Fly Girl. Please don't call her Fly Girl. And the only thing more disgusting than those characters when they had kids. Oh my God! What the hell? What is wrong with you? I call it the puke days. Morrison had a thing about every issue of his.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody vomited.
looked at, yeah.
Yeah, somebody vomited, or they talked about somebody vomiting. You got a puke fetish or something?
Everybody was running around in the black leathers because they were trying to make it look like the movie.
Yeah. That was when they decided, you know, run around in this superhero
Wolverine
costume.
took back, yeah.
Run around in this superhero costume. You all look stupid. Psst. You look stupid now. No, we look like a cool biker gang. No. No, you don't.
No,
You look like you're displaying a fetish
Yeah.
real hard.
Yeah.
Which,
I don't
him,
know, it's
that's-
because they're genetic freaks. I get with their sexual deviants.
So which one of
That was
you?
before the days of no king shaming.
So which one of you is gonna tell me to call them dad? Oh, all of you. Oh, okay. This explains a lot.
You see
real
the guy
fast.
that looks like a newly hatched baby bird? Yeah, that guy. That's the one. Nope.
Is he underage?
I can't tell.
I don't even
He
know.
looks like an underdeveloped chicken. Really? A little bit. Kind of grossing me the hell out.
Isn't he the one that the Stepford Cuckoos, revealed to everybody what he really looked like?
Yeah, the beak. He used to carry a baseball bat because he didn't have no damn powers. And like when they did another one of these future jumping storylines, you got to see him as an adult. He looked like an eagle or a hawk or some shit. Yeah. Still didn't improve it. You sat there like, what the hell are you smoking? This story's great. There's nothing great about this story.
Are you the Falcon of the future?
Yes, I am. Wow.
But I was redesigned to appeal to the furries.
Who thought that character could take a downward
Feathers.
turn?
I think it still all falls under furries.
Yeah, but it's specifically feathery. It's a bird.
The fact
I've
that
learned
you know
something.
that creeps me the hell out.
I've learned something today that I never wanted to know.
Yeah, I
He's your
could live
brother.
my whole life.
He's more into anime and manga, so it doesn't surprise me to know some of this stuff. Anything else like that, though, just confuse them. I'm not judging.
Hey, I'm judging.
Just keep it to yourself. How about them X-Men?
But I was talking about X-Men.
Okay, if you
maybe-
say so.
Maybe that's a good time to segue into the Star Wars rumors.
Well, I did want to point out there's something I want to see. Because there's that one section in Power of 10 where Apocalypse announces he's leading the team. I want to see that mission.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I want to see. I don't figure it goes well, but I want to see that mission.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, at
Because
some
when they
point.
jump later on, they're talking about having celestial tech.
Yeah.
Well, Apocalypse, other than if you get
Yeah.
the Eternals, Apocalypse is the only person I know.
And you know, at some point, Apocalypse and Nimrod go toe to toe because in Mario's lives, one of the things you see, is Apocalypse and Nimrod going.
That'd be a 5%.
Yeah, it would. Apocalypse would lose that.
More, yeah, against Nimrod probably.
There really ain't no problem to it because hell, remember Nimrod, hell, in his early appearance, dropped Juggernaut's ass. You can drop Juggernaut, you can drop Apocalypse. But yeah, let's segue into the quick little Star Wars rumor. Rumor is the reason why the Star Wars movies have been the way they've been is because George Lucas still owns a portion of the rights to the characters he came up with.
Are they trying to keep that man from getting paid?
A little bit. And they're perfectly willing to kill your childhood heroes to do it.
Yeah, right. And it's rumored that that's the reason why they have gone out of their way basically to just take a huge pee on Luke Skywalker or Han Solo. It's the reason why the whole thing of Force Awakens. Hey, All the original cast members are back. Well, most of the original cast members are back. And you never see them in a scene together.
Yeah.
Because we ain't paying that money.
We're going to kill them off so we don't have to.
And let's be honest, I tend to believe that rumor because it is George Lucas. It is the one that, you know, when 20th Century Fox originally went, we don't have a whole lot of faith in your movie. He went, well, if you don't really have faith in it, can I have 100% of the merchandising? And they went, yeah.
And you can pay me a little less. I mean,
Yeah. I'll take a little less, but can I have 100% of the merchandising? The hell's that going to be worth? Here, take it.
And the turns go straight to a toy company. I've got this idea. Here you go. We're making a movie. I want to make.
well, the toys took off after the movie was made.
Yeah.
The trick is,
I mean, he did have the deal set up ahead of time.
but yeah, the thing is,
Because he went to Mego and they turned him down.
Yep.
And Kenner?
yeah, it was Kenner was the one that did them.
Yeah.
But it's not just the toys, it's every sheet, it's every Star Wars cereal, it's every lightsaber, it's every
Shirt.
shoe, it's every shirt, it's every hat, it's every...
It's every bag of
I believe Harrison
baby
Ford.
carrots.
I believe Harrison Ford gets a little bit of every Han Solo sold.
Yeah.
Because he offered that same kind of deal to the actors. I'll pay you a little bit less, but you get a small percentage of the merchandising for your character.
Nobody's
And
gonna
only
watch
Han
this
or
crap.
only Harrison Ford took the deal.
Nobody's gonna watch this crap. Flash Gordon's coming out.
Well, I have some love in my heart for that movie. Yeah, it's not in person.
I got carried to the. My mom carried me and my cousin to Star Wars. My dad carried me to Flash Gordon in the in that same time frame. So I got to see both of them when they both came out. So
Yeah, I saw both of them. Well, I saw Star Wars in a drive-in, and I saw Flash Gordon, me, my mom, and my cousin. And somebody was obviously a huge Queen fan because they had the volume cranked up so damn loud that, just a boom, 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 boom. He said, sweet Jesus, my ear.
that's a great soundtrack. I used to own it.
It's not
track.
It's not when it's turned up to like 20.
But it feels like Freddie Mercury's right here screaming, ah, in your face.
Ah, sweet God. What the hell did he say?
But anyway, so that's a possible explanation for why they're killing off everybody and taking such a whiz on them.
Well, yeah. So
It's profit.
it's not just Kathleen Kennedy is using this as a soapbox, which she is. It's
It has multiple problems. This is just an explanation for some of it.
this is why old man Luke is screwed up because they don't want you to like old man Luke.
Right.
You don't want to like him. Why? Crazy old man drink green sludge from some kind of space slug. He drinks Slurm. Nobody likes a Slurm drinker. Bunch of sick shit.
Tell me, you don't buy his merchandise. We don't have to pay Lucas as much. Hey, but now none of the merchandise is selling because we don't like the replacement. We don't like it at all. The actors playing them don't like it. I can't wait for the movie to come out just to see what Boyega is going to say after it's out.
The trick is, you may be the only person waiting for that movie to come out. Because when you look at the buzz for it,
Hey, there's no Star Wars movie coming out.
there's the buzz for Rise of Skywalker is pretty much in the toilet.
Huh.
They sit there and go, I can't figure out I can't figure out why nobody is excited about this movie.
And because they saw the last two.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much
that's
it.
probably it.
Good night, everybody.